What's up, my fellow movie fanatics and followers? Just doing a before and after review. This is actually my first one ever, where I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about the movie going into it, and also my reaction and review of it after viewing it. I'm happy to say the first movie I'm doing is going to be War for the Planet of the Apes. I've been a huge fan of this series, okay? If you haven't seen any of them, please check them out. They're amazing. Start with Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Such a great origin story film that really jump-started the franchise into a critically acclaimed and respectable series of films now. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes just added greatness to the series with Koba's character, one of the greatest characters I've ever seen in recent years in memory. Check that one out. A lot darker tone than the first one, but really deals with more thematic content and heavy-handed stuff with like war and sacrifice and family and duty and revenge. This third film, is War for the Planet of the Apes, and it seems to be the final film in this ape trilogy, or Caesar's character arc story. I feel like it has a lot of weight riding on it, because it's going to be the final film in this trilogy, but it also has to set up future installments for the series. Really interested because I don't know where they could really go. Rise of the Planet of the Apes was an origin story. It told how the apes get smart. It tells, how Caesar rises to power. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes really does a great dynamic power struggle between Koba and Caesar, and how their ideologies do not really go well together, and how there's conflict in how they go about following their ideologies. That was the core of the last film, I think, and really made it stand out, that relationship between Koba and Caesar, because Koba was like his right-hand man. But now that Koba's out of the series, where do we go, And so based on the trailer, we have Woody Harrelson playing the main bad guy. He's the antagonist. I hope he's going to be fleshed out and not just some human who's looking for revenge on the apes for the deadly virus that broke out because of them. I hope that, he's evil, but understandably evil, and that his relationship with Caesar is a little bit similar to Koba's relationship with Caesar, and that Koba was just a badass who could go toe-to-toe with the only badass we've really known, which was Caesar. So I'm excited for that. As much hype I have for the film, I haven't been watching any reviews or trailers past the first one because I really don't want to spoil anything. I want to see what angle they go with, how Matt Reeves, the director, is going to conclude his trilogy, and if he's going to be able to pull it all together in the end to set up future installments, because I love this series. I love the originals. I want to see the series keep going. Stay tuned for the review coming up in like 5 seconds. Peace. What's up, everybody? Alec Garza here, ready to review War for the Planet of the Apes. It is the third film in Caesar's trilogy. It's not a trilogy as a whole. The Planet of the Apes franchise, they're going to continue it, but it is a fitting conclusion to Caesar's arc as a character, one of the greatest characters I've seen in recent years. Now I'm just gonna let you know right at the back, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. This movie was freaking awesome, alright? I would drop the F-bomb, but we might have some younger viewers watching, so I'm just gonna use freaking. It's freaking awesome, alright? Now, is it as awesome as the other films? I don't think so, because this is a more dark and serious film. This is dealing with war. And war is not pretty, and this movie ain't pretty. Well, the story ain't. The visuals are amazing. The technology is definitely out of this world now. I couldn't tell if the ape was fake or not. Like, I literally thought these apes were real, working with these actors and really in existence. So that was awesome. That was amazing to see the technology advance in this film. The film opens up with a beautiful war scene, and it's very tragic. I feel for the apes so much when you see that their home is being invaded and attacked, and you're just like, why is this necessary? Like, they weren't even doing anything. I won't go into too much with the plot summary and stuff, but I will say that the first act opens up with a bang, and it's great. Everything's going awesome, like a lot of freaking surprises and twists and turns. It's keeping me on the edge of my seat. Act 2, the beginning is great. Everything's awesome, brisk pace. We're meeting some characters. We're going on an adventure with Caesar and his 3 buddies, and I really like that part of the film, because I could relate. I felt like, it was like me and my 3 best friends, going on an adventure together to achieve something. So that was awesome to watch. However, in Act 2, going into Act 3, it is long and drawn out and so somber. A lot of the scenes from Act 2 to Act 3 are somber and sad and just tug at your heartstrings, and a lot of our characters and our heroes are not really doing much. They're just preparing and talking, and you're just like, yo, let's get the ball rolling. I remember just watching some scenes, I'm like, man, what time, you know, because I want the final battle to come, but there's so much leading up to that final battle that it kind of takes you out of the experience just slightly. So for that reason, I give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, everything else was satisfactory. Act 3, once the shit hits the fan, it really does, and the war scenes are amazing. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of scenes I remember. There's a lot of scenes that made me want to cry. And there's so many themes that they're juggling in this film. You know, betrayal, loyalty, friendship, family, war, a sacrifice. You know, the innocent, and one of my favorites, redemption. You know, a lot of apes that were following Koba joined the humans because they thought Caesar would kill them or outcast them, so they joined the humans, and the humans treat them like slaves. And you know, the apes kill other apes with the humans, and you're just like, you know, because they have to survive. That is their only way to survive, so they betray their own kind. So that's where the betrayal comes from. But there's redemption in those characters, in those apes. You know, they see their fellow apes dying. Like, there are some beautiful scenes of redemption. I won't spoil anything, but there's one scene that really just stuck with me, and it really tugged at my heart, and I loved it. You know, I feel like the best movies have scenes that you can always remember and never forget. Rise of the Planet of the Apes had that. Whenever Caesar was like, no, like, I was like, what? I remember standing up in the theater. That was awesome. Of course, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes had a badass scene with Koba on his freaking horse with a machine gun. He was running down through fire, just screaming at the top of his lungs, shooting at the humans. That was awesome. But this movie isn't trying to be awesome. This movie is the deepest and darkest the series has ever gotten, I think, ever gone. And they pulled it off really well. Matt Reeves and the writing team, they did a great job of wrapping the story up and fulfilling the requirements to lead the franchise in a state that it could keep going, but also bringing in a fitting conclusion to Caesar's story arc. And I give it a 9 out of 10, and you guys should definitely watch it. This trilogy is one of the best trilogies I've ever seen, and this reboot is one of the best reboots that's ever been done. So there's a lot to learn from these films, and I hope that other reboots and other series and franchises take notes and learn from this, because they really knocked this out of the park. So go watch it. Stay tuned, guys, for my next review. Not sure what it's going to be yet. I'm kind of, you know, just doing films that I really want to watch or I'm excited for. You can kind of tell which films are going to suck or are kind of crappy, and you can kind of tell which films are worth your time. So stay tuned. I'll let you know more about that. As always, I'm Alec Garza, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.